Right. Well, thank you as always, David, for all the work you do in making the show go on every week. Thank you, Rick, for handling the list this week. This is Spoken World Online. It's week number 223, June 25th, 2024. And this is the day that Julian Assange has been released and credited with time served, quote unquote. So this is my reading today. I want to dedicate to that and also dedicate to the memory of my first baseball hero, Willie Mays. And first piece I'm going to read today is from Bob Dylan. And this is, I Shall Be Free. Well, I took me a woman late last night. I was 3/4 drunk. She looked all right till she started peeling off her onion gook. She took off her wig and said, how do I look? I was high flying, bare naked, out the window. Well, sometimes I might get drunk, walk like a duck and smell like a skunk. Don't hurt me none. It don't hurt my pride, because I got my little lady right by my side. She's a trying to hide, pretending she don't know me. I was out there painting on the old wood shed when a can of black paint, it fell on my head. I went down to scrub and rub, but I had to sit in back of the tub. Cost a quarter, half price. Well, my telephone rang. It would not stop. It was President Kennedy calling me up. He said, my friend Bob, what do we need to make the country grow? I said, my friend John, Bridget Bardot, Anita Ekberg, Sophia Loren, country will grow. Well, I got a woman 4 feet short. She yells and hollers and screams and snorts. She tickles my nose, pats me on the head, rolls me over and kicks me out of bed. She's a man-eater, meat grinder, bad loser. Oh, there ain't no use in me working all the time. I got a woman who works herself blind, works up to her britches, up to her neck, writes me letters and sends me checks. She's a humdinger, folk singer. Late one day in the middle of the week, eyes were closed, I was half asleep. I chased me a woman up the hill, right in the middle of an air raid drill. I jumped the fallout shelter. I jumped the string bean. I jumped the TV dinner. I jumped the shotgun. Now the man on the stand, he wants my vote. He's running for office on a ballot note. He's out there preaching in front of the steeple, telling me he loves all kinds of people. He's eating bagels. He's eating pizza. He's eating chitlins. I set me down on the television floor. I flipped the channel on to number 4. Out of the shower comes a football man with a bottle of oil in his hand. Greasy kid stuff. But what I want to know, Mr. Football Man, is what do you do about Willie Mays, Martin Luther King, Olatunji? Now, the funniest woman I ever seen was the great-granddaughter of Mr. Clean. She takes about 15 baths a day, wants me to grow a mustache on my face. She's insane. Well, you ask me why I'm drunk all the time. It levels my head and eases my mind. I just walk along and stroll and sing. I'll see better days and I'll do better things. I'll catch dinosaurs, make love to Elizabeth Taylor, catch hell from Richard Burton. So now I'm going to read one of my poems. This is Sky High High. Crazy, silly, funny day. Deep within our hearts we pray, singing songs that have no words, hippily talking with the birds, wrapped up in blankets to keep warm the cold rain of a summer storm. Sleepy back behind my eyes, less and less and still less wise. Keep growing, man, and you will be free. Jump off a mountain, climb a tree, singing songs that have no tune beneath the white light of the moon. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Live your life, for you will soon die, and join that cosmic sky high pie. Final piece I'm going to read today. This is by Lawrence Ferlinghetti, Baseball Canto. Watching baseball, sitting in the sun, eating popcorn, reading Ezra Pound, and wishing that Juan Marichal would hit a hole right through the Anglo-Saxon tradition in the first canto and demolish the barbarian invaders. When the San Francisco Giants take the field and everybody stands up for the national anthem with some Irish tenor's voice piped over the loudspeakers, with all the players struck dead in their places and the white umpires like Irish cops in their black suits and little black caps pressed over their hearts, standing straight and still like it's some funeral of a Blarney bartender, and all facing east as if expecting some great white hope or the founding fathers to appear on the horizon like 1066 or 1776. But Willie Mays appears instead in the bottom of the first, and a roar goes up as he clouts the first one into the sun and takes off like a foot runner from Thebes. The ball is lost in the sun, and maidens wail after him as he keeps running through the Anglo-Saxon epic. And Tito Fuentes comes up, looking like a bullfighter in his tight pants and small pointy shoes. And the right field bleachers go mad with Chicanos and blacks and Brooklyn beer drinkers. Tito, sock it to him, sweet Tito. And sweet Tito puts his foot in the bucket and smacks one that don't come back at all, and flees around the bases like he's escaping from the United Fruit Company as the gringo dollar beats out the pound. And sweet Tito beats it out like he's beating out usury, not to mention fascism and anti-Semitism. And Juan Marichal comes up, and the Chicano bleachers go loco again, and Juan belts the first ball out of sight and rounds first and keeps going, and rounds second, and rounds third and keeps going, and hits pay dirt to the roars of the grungy populace. As some nut presses the backstage panic button for the tape-recorded national anthem again to save the situation. But it don't stop nobody this time. In their revolution round the loaded white bases in this last of the great Anglo-Saxon epics, in the territory liberté of baseball. Thank you all for listening, and I hope that you will, anybody, all of you can show up tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be featuring at John McMullen's poetry reading. I'm very excited, and with his permission, I'm going to put the invite in the chat. Thanks, everybody.